Hello guys, welcome back for this third round of the Gibraltar Backgammon Championship 2020. We scheduled a match which I'm sure will get you excited. It's Dag Ekmark from Norway, who will be playing Petko Kostadinov from Bulgaria, USA. So we are really looking forward to this third round match. I'm by myself. This afternoon I had the assistance of Jürgen Orlovsky, which of course adds a lot of knowledge and expertise to the commentary. But this evening I will have to talk through the match myself. Should go fine. Of course, this afternoon we saw an amazing match. Those of you who were lucky enough to be with us saw an exciting comeback by Thomas Muir. He was trailing 12-0 and had spent most of his time, and then managed, in true vintage Thomas Muir style, to stage a comeback. He came back from 12-0 down, and in a matter of minutes, well, it took an hour, of course, it took 2 hours, but he only used like a couple of minutes on his clock under extreme time pressure, managed to come back from 12-0 down and snatch the match 17-15. It was so exciting that, I needed to lie down a little bit after the match. Took a lot out of us. But we couldn't have hoped for a more exciting match this afternoon. So the players are close, are in the area of the table. There is Dag, glasses ready, Petko sitting down, very successful player, Petko of course, playing the final of the World Championship in Monte Carlo. When was it? 2 years ago against Didier Assaraf. That was an exciting final. I think Petko also won in Tbilisi in Georgia, won a big tournament. So he is really considered one of the great players in the world, at least one of the most successful players in the world. So we are looking forward to another interesting and exciting match. Okay, some suggestions I see there on the chat. Thank you guys for your input. It's really great if you are transcribing or if you are checking positions. It's always good if you give me some feedback, like it was a correct take or this was a big blunder. This helps me because I really cannot divide my attention between the screen and the XG that I have here with me. So bear with me if I lose the thread once in a while. Okay, so there's the handshake and there is the start of the match. Enjoy it. So standard opening, 5-2, splitting. 6-4 is already not an easy reply. Do you hit on the 3? I think this is the right reply, although running 24-14 is maybe also playable. Fantastic reply already for Petko, especially having 2 checkers extra, 2 spares on the 8. Alrighty, he plays it quickly. 4-5 probably brings an extra builder to the 8 points. Okay, it looks like Dag is getting a lot of support from you guys at home. Rightfully so. I had a little chat with him before the match. The guy looks extremely healthy, lives in the area here, and benefits from the great climate. Has a nice tan and a very cool composure over the board. Petko with an early double. Of course, there are market losing sequences, the ones that point on the 4 point, but this does not happen. Okay, he has a good 3 to make the 10 point, but where to play the 5 is the question. I think he will have to settle for something different, probably 10 to 5 and the 3 in the back, stepping up. The other match, by the way, is Sergei Irokin from Russia against Mikhail Niagu from the United States. We'll keep an eye on that one too, but we'll focus our attention on the Petko Ekmark match. Petko not happy, having cubed and throwing probably or maybe one of his worst rolls. He decides to make the 3 point, leaving blots, 4s and 6s hit. 3-1. Wow. Dag goes for the conservative looking anchor making play. He could hit, but that would probably not be correct. So a defensive move. 6-3. Petko, of course, a bit in a predicament. Has to clean up a couple of blots, but he does so, attacking with the 6 and making the 10 point, which blocks nicely the 4 point anchor. 1 and 5. Now this 5, this is a possibility. Could well be correct. 5-4. Wow, once again the 4 is great, and I think there is no other 5 but to hit on the ace. Another option would be, like Petko just indicated with his hand move, is to run all the way from the 22 to the mid, reinforcing the midpoint, putting a spare there, but failing to cover the blot on the deuce. So challenging checker plays already. Thank you for correcting me, Boris. Boris tells me that in Tbilisi in 2016, Petko was second. That's strange. I was there. I witnessed the match. I seem to remember that Petko won it. Really. So we need to check this, see who's right. 3s look great. Making the bar point and playing 2 down, sacrificing some connectivity in favor of a blocking play, and the blocking play works fine. Okay. This is an option. I think another option would be to point on the ace. Not sure about this though. 6-4 runs. Aha. That's an option. You can run all the way with a back checker, or you can aggressively play from 22 to 16 and leave your blot on the 20 point a bit exposed to jokers. Not sure. Okay. 6-1. Yeah, nothing much to do, I think. What to do? Maybe, well, I don't think I would break the 8. You can make the ace at the cost of a shot, which is a bit dangerous with a 4 point board. So maybe just safely playing 7-6, 7-1 is an option. Clearing the 8 is also an option. hard to tell the difference between the two plays. You guys are right in the chat about the board. Sometimes the checkers are hard to read, but it doesn't happen often. So this is a valid possibility. Dag goes for that. He makes the ace at the cost of a 4. There is the 4. And Dag is in a bit of under a bit of pressure. Needs to find either a 4 or an ace, or he might face some gammon danger. So any 6 and 9 would cover the ace. It doesn't happen. So nothing better to do for Petko, I think, but to play 18 to 11. Dag, there's the ace. Sigh of relief, where to play the deuce. This is very pure, giving Petko 13 shots from the bar, but benefiting should Petko dance, which he does. So very courageous play. That's good. You make the 4 and you step up in the back. Okay. Another dance. Now Dag, of course, if he can jump out with 5s or 6s, he would exert pressure on the blots in the outfield, but he fails to roll 4 or 5. Okay. 3-1 enters and safeties the blot. Good entry number. Now 4s are duplicated. What to do with 4s? 6-3 is ugly. Forced. This is a forced play, I would say. 13-7 and hitting. Can Petko find a 3? No. That's good. I think you jump out and lift. I think lifting is compulsory. I'm not sure though, because Dag has a lot of work to do, but still he doesn't want to end up on the bar. I think that lifting here is fine, although Petko still, Dag still has a lot of work to do. But against the 4-point board, I think this is the right choice. It's a good choice. I think it would be mine. There's an entry number. Wow, it's one of the few entry numbers which hit. So once again pressure for Dag, but he finds a fantastic roll. 4-5 from the bar hitting, and a dance for Petko would be horrible. There is once again the 5 and the ace. Exciting stuff, fireworks right away. Entering is necessary, and another 4-5 from the bar. Wow. Can Petko find another entry number? No. Wow, and now this is highly volatile. 4 blots lying about. Dag taking a sip of his Coke. 4s and aces. Look good. This is like a blitzing position for red, but 2 dead checkers on the ace and deuce point, and 3 checkers back. Hard to say, but I think I would risk a recube. I'm not sure if Dag considers him the equal player. He does cube. I'm not even sure whether this is a take or not, but there is at least some chance that Petko might mistakenly take or correctly take, but he does decide to, how do you say that, shun the volatility and the gammon danger. He could easily lose 8 points in this first game. He decides to give it up. So even though we saw some exciting jokers, Dag managed to escape from this precarious situation. 4-1 splitting. Yep, Petko looking a little resigned already. Okay, lots of Complimentary words for Dag Ekmark here, probably from Norwegian viewers. Martin Hermansen saying Dag is a super strong world-class player. I believe it. I played him in Gibraltar 2 or 3 years ago. I lost. I think I underestimated him because I hadn't heard of him. But he is truly a great player, I agree. 6-3. I think running is fine. Playing to the 18 and playing the 3 down is probably also playable. 4-3, what to do? I think you hit and make the 9. Instead of making the defensive anchor, this is much better. Bringing 11 checkers in the zone and putting the opponent on the bar. 2-1. I think bar 22 is playable. This is also an option. Trying to establish some counterplay on his side of the board. 5-3 makes the 5. It strengthens Petko's front position. A 6-1 is a great roll, making the 5. Petko now tries to escape 3-1, stepping up with the 3 and spreading the checkers from the 6 point is good. 3-1. Hitting. Looks like the way to go. It has tempo value. Double 4s. Wow. You can't hope for a better roll from the bar. Okay, nice. Okay, I think we'll see a cube after this roll. Dag is forced to leave a direct shot. He can play 13-9 or hit from the 6 point, which is very unpleasant with only 8 checkers in the zone. I think this is an action cube from the bar. There you go. Well done, Petko. I think I would let this one go. Well done, Dag. Yep. So interesting information about Dag. Somebody telling me it's Andre Rieke. I hope I pronounced it well, saying that Dag was already there in the days of the great Jerry Grandel, the good old days, traveling around the world. So a very experienced player, certainly a cool cucumber, this Dag Ekmark. And a close and balanced opening of this third round match. Wow, adventurous. Unstacking the 6 point and posing problems here for Dag. I mean, great diversification, well, great duplication of 3s and 6s here. Okay, hitting and running out. Forward mobility. Petko can't do much more than anchor up. 5-2. I think I would play to the 13 and make the 11 and hope you survive. So something of a 15% chance of 50% chance of hitting doesn't happen. So Dag on the verge of achieving full freedom. If he can bring this last checker to safety, he can. It's great. Fantastic roll. Safetying the blot and making the 9 point in the process. Okay. Now, yes, it's good to think about this. 111, 133 for red. 100, 149, 159. So 27 pips up for red. I think I would venture a cube here. Yeah, Terrier, Pedersen, with a valid comment. Not sure whether Petko's pass was correct in the previous game. I'm not sure. It was very volatile with the blots strewn around. Of course, there were winning chances for Petko. This he decides to take. See where we end up at 5-2. I think clearing the 11th point is the way to go. Although you can point on the 4. You can point on the 4, but I don't think I would. This is a bit stiff. I don't think you need the 11th point. You need to get rid of that 11th point. Create spares. I'm not happy with this play, although it might be correct. That looked a bit stiff to me. Sixes and 5s. Wow, so this forces Dag to dump checkers behind the anchor and leave himself with a completely stripped position in the back. What about this? I think you stay back with your blot on the 21 point, and I would make right. I would make 2 points in board. I like it. I like this play. Although maybe the double sixes bring or equalize the race, we would have to count the race. If that is the case, then running, of course, with the back checker would be justified. So Petko is taking his time, you can see that, to count the race. I think red's pip count is about 117, 64, 90, 111, 16, 115, and white 87, 98. Yes, so Petko, I think, correctly sees that he is still down in the race, and there is a 4-3. So I think that this is starting to haunt Dag a bit, not having cleared the 11th point when he could. Clearing the 11th point with 5-2 would have created a much more robust position with lots of spares. And now he finds himself with this TMP position, too many points in the outfield, all stripped. 5-2. Okay, a second chance now to either clear the 11 or clear the mid. I think clearing the mid is better. Okay. Yes, 5, and the ace probably goes to the ace. So 6s will remake the deuce point. Here are 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. So white is 105. 57. Yeah, so now a comfortable lead for Dag, but he cannot point on the 4 point. He needs to do this. Yeah. Yep. I'm curious to see how Petko will play this one. Yeah, do you really? If you play 21 to 20, you reduce your contact value. I think personally I would try to keep my 5-point board by playing 5-1 and then either 3-2 or 4-3. There is a bit of danger for pick and pass numbers. So Petko rightfully giving this some thought. Yes. I think, well, this would be my play. You keep a 5-point board and you gain on, I'm sure you gain on certain rolls, like 6-4. You see, 2-3 is, yeah, you have to play it safe all the way to the ace. Nothing else you can do. Okay, now Petko runs. Okay, looks like you have to clear the 8. Okay. That's not a good roll for Petko. Yes, can he run off the anchor? 4s and aces are beautifully duplicated. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, I would play 6-4, I would say. Both players now with some wastage. This is another option, which may well be better, although it does create even more wastage. Okay, so Terje Pedersen tells me that Petko's pass in, what was it, the second game, was quite a sizable mistake. But of course it can't have cost him much as far as match-winning chances are concerned. Okay, that's good. You have to stay back for contact. 5s. Now Dag is really happy that he decided to keep a spare on the 6. 5-4. Yeah, alrighty. Looks like the game is won for Dag, but you never know in backgammon. 5-2. Not the best. I like this. Maximizing the value of a double 5. Wow, there is double 5. Now suddenly white has a 4 roll and red, hard to see how many checkers red has left. Probably 5. So 4 roll against a 3 roll. Petko needs a double. He has 2 chances. Okay, 5 outs for Petko. Can he do it? No. Dag Ekmark, 4-1 up. I think chances are really slim that we will see one of these two players get into time trouble. We saw Mochi in the first match of the day against Sebastian Wilkinson really squandering time. I don't want to sound disrespectful, but Mochi really didn't use his time well, going down to like 3.5 minutes with like 10 away, 12 away score. Quite irresponsible, almost. Then in the second match, Thomas Muir also played a little recklessly, using much time in the beginning of the match. No danger for that, I fear, here. I have the impression both of these players have a faster pace of play. 5-1. 13-7 is a possibility, yes. Yeah, should be correct. Adding ammunition. Okay, Petko goes for the golden point at the cost of 5s. No 5. What to do with here? What to do? You can anchor up, but then you would have to leave shots. I think this is the play. You make a good point, the 5 point, at the cost of flexibility. 5 spares on the 6. You could also decide to make the 4 point with some more flexibility. But this was probably better, and this is a hit and split play, which is a classic. Okay, will Petko venture a cube? Not yet. He has 2 checkers behind the 4 prime, but that's a great roll. Wow, oh, I like this, really? I think he could have used the 5 to cover the blot and played the 3 up, but now there's the cube. That's a great cube. Blitz versus prime, oh, well, there is blitz danger, gammon or prime danger. I think it's a pass. I think it is a pass, even though Petko has to extricate 2 checkers from behind the 4 prime. I'm looking at the input there. Take, it says. Martin Hermansen. Wow, really? I'm not sure, but well, if you please tell me if you are sure. Please tell me if Extreme Gammon can confirm that this is a take. I don't think it is. I think white has the superior prime, stretching 4 points into the board. Wow. Wow, if this take is correct, then I really have to compliment Dag on this very courageous take. Ah, Martin says he doesn't know. Okay. Thank you for your honesty. I thought it was a pass. 6-5. Wow. Really? Is this correct? 6 shots from the bar. Okay. Maybe I'll be correct. 5-1 makes the 6 prime. Or wow, he goes for the shift from prime to blitz. Courageous play, but it doesn't pay off. Dag finds an ace from the bar. Now Petko back again with 2 checkers behind the 5 prime. What now? Once again, I think now you have to go for the 6 prime, Petko. Yeah. Wow, so a very audacious take by Dag. And he is now in trouble. Aha, Terje Pedersen, thank you very much for confirming that the cube given by Petko really was too strong and Dag really should have dropped it. 245 millipoints is a bit of a... I think it's a bad take. It looked like a bad take to me. So once again, Petko is considering whether to shift from prime to blitz. I think it's dangerous with the 4 prime on the other side, but he goes for it cold-bloodedly. So once again, pressure on Dag. He needs to find an ace. It's a deuce, second best. Petko now looking at pick and pass rolls. Aha, maybe you can do some shifting plays here, like from the 5 point. Difficult. Yeah, this is a virtuoso checker play and a dance. Petko is rewarded for some very imaginative checker play here. Twice he went from prime to blitz at great risk, and he is now rewarded. I think you use the 3 to cover and play the 2 down. So huge gammon danger for Dag, but he can also always fall back on his ace point game. Yeah. A 2, excuse me. Petko will attack if he can. He can't. And he can't make the bar point either. So slim counterplay chances. Yeah. Okay, clearing the mid. What is that? 5 shots. 1-5, 1-6, 2-5, 6-3. Petko now close to home, but he keeps attacking. Okay. Dag badly needs a deuce, couldn't find it. All right. Okay, so the rest is technique. I think I would use my 4 to cover the blot. As we know from Michy's book, you should not put your checkers on the high points against an ace point game. This looks a bit gappy. 2 gaps on the 5 and 4 points. It's like a gap, well, okay, 4-3. Yeah, this doesn't look excellent. That's nice. Now you have a great, perfect position. Oh, what's that? Oh, it's not an ace point game. I'm so confused. Dag is on the bar. I mean, hard to see the difference between red and white checkers here. Aha, so that changes the whole complexion of the game, of course. Sure, in that case, of course, Petko's checker plays were correct. You put the checkers on the high points if you have a closed board. So Dag really needs a bit of a miracle here to save the gammon. Careless take, and Dag is punished for it. Somebody suggests in the chat that, you know, sometimes you want to protect your lead, and I agree. 4-1, I thought it was a very, well, what to call it, a bit careless take by Dag, and he is punished for it. Yep, 2 consecutive high doubles. No, oh yes, there is still a chance for Dag to save the gammon. It will have to be double sixes. That's the only roll which saves the gammon. It's not there. A break already? Short break. So Dag saw his nice 4-1 lead evaporate as the consequence of an overly aggressive take, which was a bit like which was a double whopper, as they call it. A long way to go, though. Splitting and putting an extra spare on the 8 point is of course correct. Deuces are a great roll. Yeah, this is always, yeah, do you make the strong board? I guess you do. Yeah. Okay. Okay, 3 to play. This creates a third builder for the bar point at the cost of some shots. Is this a case where you want to make the 23-point anchor? I think it might well be. But I would already be fearing the cube. Probably a bit too... I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do here. This looks pretty fearless. Okay. Market losing roll. Okay, the anchor saves a lot of gammons. What to do? You can make the 5-point, but then you need to play the 3 down from the mid. I think red is still in take territory here. But I'm not sure what to do here. Do you pay? This doesn't look good. Why not play to the 7 and slot the 5? That would be much better. It's either that or making the 5 at the cost of an ace shot. This looks a bit awkward. There's the cube. What can you take? Wow. Yeah, a take. Might well be correct, but could also be wrong. Great roll for Petko. Great roll. He can point on the ace, believe it or not. He can play 14 to 1, or what is it, 16 to 1, 5 to 1. Or just clear from the 16 point. I think he leaves 5 shots if he points on the ace. Pointing on the ace, in my view, wins more gammons, but probably sacrifices winning chances. We have seen Petko aggressively go for the gammon in previous games. This time he decides against it. This also leaves 6 shots. Hard to say what's right. Okay. I think if you point on the ace and red comes in, you regret it, so Petko preserves his great structure. 5 and 4, nice. So somebody asks me the second table, Sergei Irokin against Michael Yago. It's 6-3 for Sergei. Brutal swing in the previous game. Sergei on the verge of winning a gammon, but getting hit from the bar. Big swing in Michael Yago's favor. Dag would of course have loved to make his 5-point board as a protection against possible attacking rolls. 6-4 just makes the deuce. Now with the deuce, I think Dag should step up or run with the 6. He can't do either, but at least he establishes a very threatening front position. So only perfectors will point, and that's one of them. So gammon danger. Gammon alert. A 3 is required for Dag. Should Petko win a gammon here, that would be 2 consecutive gammons with the cube on 2, 8 points. But the 3-6 is a great roll. And Petko isn't home yet. Awkward 5s now. Three 2 is great, clearing the 8. So very promising position now for Petko. Very little contact value for red. 5-4. I think I would take 2 off. I think this is okay. Certainly wins most gammons. Thing is, can you already run with red? Or do you stay 1 roll? Tricky. Okay, might well be right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's important to clear the 6 point when bearing off against a 3-point anchor is another thing we learned from Michy's book. Now, of course, Petko has some very ugly 3s. 6-3 leaves a double shot. That's like the horror roll. 5-1. I think you clear from the back. I think that's the theme, even though it's not a pleasant position. Now that Dag wanted to run, he can't. Anti-joker. Okay, let's see what the dice... What is this? 5-4. There's an ace, which could win the game. Oh, no, it's not there. But there may be repeaters. 2 high numbers, leave another shot. There they are. 5. And now, you can leave 2 extra shots if you take a 6th checker off, is what I heard. So now 12 shots instead of 11, or 13 shots instead of 11. And Dag misses. He misses and he's not out of the woods yet. Okay, 5-3. Dag would have to be really unlucky now to lose a gammon. No, that saves it. Okay, so a bit of sigh of relief for Dag. If he had stayed on the bar a couple of rolls longer, he could have lost the gammon, but he could also have won the game. He got 2 consecutive direct shots, but missed them both. 7-4. So both players with, I think, excellent, commendable time management, not wasting time. Wow, Dag now here prefers to hit on the 5 rather than make a nice anchor. It pays off. It pays off. 3-6 is a great roll. You make the 5 points, and what to do now? Okay. Well played. 6-2. It doesn't bring a checker to safety. These are always difficult. Do you duplicate 4s by playing 22-16 and keep connectivity? Probably correct. 6-3. You can hit on the 4-point or you can make a better anchor. But I think that hitting is thematic with a stronger board and more checkers back. Okay. Two. I would play the 4 down. You can also hit. Could hitting be right? I'm not sure, but it was at least something worth looking at. Okay, some input from the chat. Hitting must be right when trailing. Thank you, Sander. Once again, that's the option. I think it is correct. I think the position screams for a bold play. There's a big upside should Petko miss. He does miss. Okay, one more roll away from a good cube, 1 and 4. Unfortunately, Dag can't hit and cover. Yeah, the 4 in the back. Looks reasonable. Wow, double hit. Okay. Now Dag suddenly under pressure, needs to find a good roll. This is not one of them. Wow. Woo. I think I would take this cube, of course. Aces are great. Wow, okay. Two, and where does the ace go? Wow. Very difficult. Do you hit or do you make the 4 prime? You tell me. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I think that's good. I think it's good. If you get hit, you may establish something of a backgammon, and if you get missed, you have a huge upside. Courageous, courageous play by Dag. You cover. And the 6, you make the 5 prime. I agree with that. So a nice prime versus prime game. Let's see what happens. 2 is wonderful, and so is the ace. This is a super joker for Petko. So a very interesting position here. Very interesting. Ideally, Dag would like to jump out with the back checker. It's not happening. Wow. I think I would jump out with this one, yeah. I think so, that would be my play. These are tricky, difficult. Yeah. I would agree with Dag if this was double consultation. Pointing number. Ace and 6. Okay, Petko is giving this some thought. Can red take? I think he can. You are still behind this 5 prime. And here, this is a shot lever unless you give up your 8 point, which I don't think you can. Maybe you should play 13 to 12 and slot the deuce, I'm not sure. Or slot the back of the prime. Imaginative, difficult. I would have no clue. Great play, I think. Well, correct or not, it's probably a good play. Because 5s and you have to leave the anchor. 6-1. So now the cube may be coming. The cube, or maybe this is already maybe too good. Hard to say. If red doesn't find a 6 or a 5 on the next roll, he will crunch. Is this the right ace? Sorry guys, I don't have the skill to give a final verdict on this. It looks like red doesn't have the timing for a 4-1 backgame, that's clear. But what are the implications? I think maybe splitting in the back is correct. Red can only point on you with something with a 5 or a 6, and this gives up a blocking point. But I wouldn't be surprised if now the cube were coming. I think a 4 for Petko is market loss. Because then red is bound to crunch. I like this cube very much. And it's a very tricky decision. It's a tricky decision. It's hard. I think at an equal score, I mean, I would let it go. But you have a lot of recube vig as the trailer here. But where are your winning chances? What do you think, guys? Somebody calls this a terror cube. It's an enormously threatening cube, a lot of pressure. And Dag really needs to dig deep into his knowledge. Wow. I think the most likely scenario, wow, he does take, wow, but he cannot escape and safety the blot. That's for sure. And of course, any hit by Dag creates counter chances, no matter how slim. Yeah. Wow. Take is hugely correct, Terrier Pedersen tells us on the chat. 245 millipoints. So this is a really world-class take by Dag Ekmark. Wow, we do have to commend him. Can he find a 5? A 5 would be great, especially in combination with a 2 or a 3. The 3-6 is second best. Jumping out. So hugely volatile game. 4-1. Yeah, there is the 6 prime and cleaning up the blot. This is a very similar position to what Thomas Muir faced this afternoon. I think red has about 16% winning chances. This is like almost an equal position. Exactly the same. 4-point anchor with a spare behind, which only has 2s to step up. So my guess would be that white has about 84% winning chances here. So still 16% winning chances would be my guess for red here. 3-4. Maybe slot the ace. Slot both points, keep a 5 prime. I wouldn't do that. 6-3. It points on the deuce, leaving 4-4 and 4-1. This leaves 4 shots, 5-3 and 6-2. So with a blot in red's board, I think you may be justified in pointing. Yeah, this is what Petko is considering. It's what I would do. Yeah, I like it. Petko goes for the gammons when he can. He's rewarded. Yes. Yes. 4-6. Yeah. You need some guts to play out. A deuce, of course, would once again yank up the gammon rate. Another option would be to stay on the anchor. Yes, it's once again a very bold play, but 2-6. Wow, you cannot hit without leaving a direct shot. Yeah, so that's the only option. So Dag is rewarded for this courageous play. Only play, Martin Hermansen tells us. Good, good, good. Yep, strong. The 6 goes to the ace, and where does the 4 go? Yeah. Yes, this is the double match point play, I think. Dag is not going to run now. He will wait at least to roll, and you don't want to roll the double 6s or something. 4-2 clears the bar. Great roll. Now Dag will run, if he can. Oh, he can't. That's cruel. Aces, okay. So Petko realizes that the gammons have evaporated. So strong take by Dag in this match, in this game. Okay, so white is now left with 8 check. Oh, there are 6 on the 5 points. So what's the use of staying back? There is not much. I think this is correct. Well, believe it or not, but the gammon is still possible. Not anymore. 9-4 to Petko. $13 away, $8 away. So Petko close to a 3-1 favorite in this match. Okay. Awkward roll. Fives. Okay, good entry number. Making the 9. Well played. Three, two. Too dangerous to step up with a 3. There is not really a need to do that. Petko once again sniffing some attacking opportunities, but probably better to just wait a roll, make a 4-point board, and then reconsider. 3s. Ooh. Wow. Wow. This is I mean, running would be a good idea if you had another 3 to play, but you don't. Making the bar is also appealing, but you can't leave an ace shot. So what to do? Maybe make the 10-point with 3 checkers and step up. Is that also Dag's idea? Yes. Definitely a valid opportunity. I think if I were to get the cube here, I would take gleefully. Petko wisely waits, although a dance now, of course, would be market loss, I think. Yeah. How about this? A lot of work to do for Petko. Question Woolsey's law. Can red take? I think he can. I mean, even if white covers the blot with a 4 or a 9, and well, an ace for red might bring him back in the game. Difficult though. 71, 101, 110, 134 for red. 44, 60, about 124 for white. 71, 110, 134. 6-1, no cover. Dag needs a 4, finds one. Good. Yeah, I think that 8-6 is better. 5-6 jumps out. Petko's surely happy he didn't give the cube. 6-2 steps into a direct shot, I would say, or make the 4. I think making the 4, although it leaves more shots, looks better to me positionally. I think this is the right play. Terry Pedersen says that Petko made a mistake by not cubing. 128 millipoints, mistake not to cube, but it was a take. The take was definitely there. Wow. Wow. This is a different story now. This is a different story. There's the cube. High scare factor. Scary. Is this too much? Wow, 8 away, 13 away. I fear that this is too much to take, but wow, I'm at a loss. Dag, well disciplined. I think it's a well disciplined pass. Easy pass, Arif Alipur tells us. Yeah. I'm glad I got that one right. Tricky. Petko showing a lot of respect for his opponent, not trying to arm wrestle with bluff cubes. For 1 is a slotting play. Nice. 3-1. Alrighty. You need to hit now with the ace. White has too much ammunition in the zone, too many well-diversified spares. So the tempo hit was required. 5s. Looks like the double hit. Wow, you can hit in all kinds of ways, but I think you should hit on your 5-point. I fear that this is not okay. Hit on the 5 is also a suggestion in the chat from RF. I agree with that. Much bigger upside. Cube. Yep. I mean, I don't think this is too good. I don't think this is too good with 2 checkers back on the 24-point, a lot of work to do. I would ship it, and it would take a bit, yeah, great cube, I love it. You must simply cube this. Question is if Petko can take. I think I would let this one go, to be honest. I mean, it might cost me 100 or 200 millipoints, but at this score, this cannot be more than 1% in match-winning chances. So good drop. I agree with the drop. RF also agrees with me. Let it go. Somebody says take, other guys say pass. We're all over the place. But I agree with the drop from a match strategic viewpoint. I think Petko was well justified in dropping this. Okay. This is always tricky. I think I would just play 2 down from the mid, but I'm not sure. Normally, after an opening 6-4, when you made the deuce point, you want to get your back checkers going. But here, red has these, that's what Petko does. Probably right. Probably right. 4s are huge. Huge. Yes, 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 correct, correct. A dance and we will get another double drop. An ace is good and a deuce. Still, I still think that a cube would be justified here. I can see market losing sequences. 6-4, 6-5, what else do we have? 3-1, 4-4. I would chip the cube, especially at the match score. You need to get something going. There might be a... I don't think Petko will drop this, no. He insta-takes. But still I agree with the cube. Monster double, I agree, RF. So Petko with cube possession and with a hit from the 24 points. Dag really needs an ace or a 3 here or a 5. Wow, he dances on this 2-point board. This is a brutal swing in Petko's favor. Four, 3, okay. Wow, and a second dance on a 2-point board. Aha, the 5. Yeah. Petko resists the temptation to hit on the ace. 3-6 is a reasonable entry number, using the 6 to slot the 5 points. Petko, of course, with a very, very limited recube vig. He needs very high winning chances, in the mid-70s or more, to reship this. 5-3 makes the 5. Aha, 6-5, looks like, no. Petko really has to play super safe here. And now, the race is important. The race is important. I'm not going to invest time, I think, in trying to count this. What is this, 53, 75, 105, 111 for white. And if red runs, it's 55, 85, 91, 95, 117. Yeah, so there's only like 10 pips in it. So yeah, that's another option. That's another option. But running with one of the 2 back checkers looks to me to be right. Red is not dependent on contact value. He has race equity as well. Yeah. Yeah. Well worth spending some minutes here. 15 games have been played. Ideally, both players should have something like 18 or 19 minutes left. Dag is well within that range. Not sure whether it was correct to run from the 22 point instead of from the 24 point. We'll have to wait and see. If Dag had run from the 24 point, he would have been able to achieve full freedom with the 6-3 from the 22 point. It didn't happen. 5-3. The 8 point isn't worth much with the deuce point made, so it's tempting to make the 3. But you give 3, what do you give? 6-1, 5-2, and 3-4. No, not 5-2. So 4 shots you give. Yeah, 6-1 and 4-3. And this also leaves 3-3 and 6-3. Okay, tricky.
Next player, Hideaki from Japan. And he will
Yeah.
play against
Somebody in the chat says, and I agree, that in order to recube, Petko needs 80% to recube. I thought it was mid or high 70s, but 80% might well be right.
and the match will of course be between the commentators.
85, 91 for white, 91. 51, 71, 95. So the race is really close. I think this is not a cube. Petko, I would be very surprised if this were a cube. Good decision. Six and 2. Right, that's the 6. Mm-hmm. 6-4 would be a great roll. It's 6-5, and you need to run. You have very decent racing chances. Okay, so high numbers required for Dag. Petko has a bit of an ugly bear-off position with an empty 4 point and 3 checkers on the deuce. Once again, counting the race, this cannot be a cube in my view. The 4 is nice, 6 creating a bit more wastage. Okay, a high number required for Dag. Oh, nothing better than this. Okay, not bad. Well, probably it is bad, but still it takes 2 checkers off from the stacked deuce point. 6 ace, 45 versus about 50. So Dag is like close to an 85% favorite here, 90% probably. Wow, I was just told in the chat by RF Alipur that running with the 6-5 was not good, an error. Okay. Difficult to judge how strong you have to be in the race in order to run. 5 and 4 to 3. So only a very bad beat could. This loses a roll, but should be okay unless Petko really finds 2 monster rolls. That can hardly be called a monster roll. Wow, that's 2 sets of 6s for Dag, reducing his arrears to 3 points. Good for the match. Good for the match. So yeah, the running play by Dag reduces the contact value, of course. I see that. I think I would have made the mistake of running. Okay. Nice, nice roll. Dag now favorite, clearly, in this game. I think if you were trailing by like a couple more points, you would be justified in shipping this, and maybe this is also a cube. It might well be. Terry agrees with me. Arif says it is a cube. I agree. 4s. Yeah, great. Confident take by Petko, but great cube. Your winning chances are somewhere mid-60s at least. And there are gammons in the position if you hit. Is that aces? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 5. No brainer. Seven hits, I think, or 8. 1, 4, 2, 4, 5, 4, double 2. 4, 4, 2. Okay, can Petko produce? No. Okay. Aye, where does the 4 go? 3. Awkward. Yeah, this leaves 2 more shots than playing if you played 8 to 4. 8 to 4 leaves only 11 shots. This leaves 4s and 2, 5. Yeah. I like it. It's pure. 2, 6. Yes, and the 6 down. Maintaining contact. Four, 2. Okay. Nice, making the 5 point. Okay, this is a hit, but white has blots. Blots in board. Plenty of returns for Dag, and there is a 1. Wow. Hitting from the bar and making the 4 point is huge. Any dance by Petko? No. 1, 2. Wow. Shifting, I guess. Yeah. Too costly to be hit. Okay. But a great roll by Petko. Aces from the bar. Huge. Something with an ace or a 6 is what Dag requires. 3. I think the 2 steps up in the back. Petko's shifting play with the aces was correct. Thank you guys for the support. Well played, Dag. 4-2. Wow. Oof. Gee. 4. Yeah. For lack of anything better. Okay. Wow. I think you make the 6 prime, right? I think, or what else? Maybe possibilities. This looks like the DMP play. I think hitting on the ace is too loose. One and 3. Yeah. Petko is in damage control mode. Yeah, Dag is getting a lot of compliments on the chat for his cool composure, exemplary. I mean, I really love to watch players who can keep a very serene attitude over the board. Great player, I agree. Pleasure to watch him. In the meantime, aces and deuces, what to do? What to do? Damage control would be exactly what Petko did. And this, yeah, wow. He goes for something of an upside, hoping for an ugly entry number, but it's a hit. I think you have to go for the hit. Oh, sure, I can see that white can make, you know, a 1-2 backgame structure, but this is not going to help him with his checker on the ace and his poor front structure. I hope you guys agree. I would hit. Generates way more gammons. You shouldn't be afraid of an ace by white. It's not going to take him anywhere. Hit here is clear, I agree. RF, you're a great help. So let's see the ace. I mean, who cares? Okay, and now you attack, of course, with sixes, sevens. Yeah, okay. So gammonish, a gammon threat. Now here it is. Well played. Well played. Shifting again from prime to blitz. What is this? A 2. No disaster. Double threes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't want to roll that a second time, Dag. Okay, 1, 2. I think I would play 6 to 4. Nah. This might also be correct. Yeah, might be correct. Petko badly needs a deuce. Petko's 3 prime is proving valuable. No deuce. Something higher than a 3 required. 5 and 4. Okay. Whoa. Severe gammon threat. A 2-6. Of course, Petko still needs, a shot. He needs to hit a shot. That's a huge roll for Dag. Petko really needs to hit a shot to save the gammon. Okay. 6 and 4. Yeah. So Dag now needs to avoid 2 high numbers. 9 rolls, I think, are bad. That's a great one. 1, 2. Yes. Yes. Now you need to avoid an ace. Wow, 6s. There is backgammon danger. Small rolls followed by a double, but it doesn't happen. Wow. Yeah, I agree with RF. in the chat who is saying that Dag is probably playing around a 3 PR or has been playing a 3 PR, especially, let's say, in the last 2/3 of this match. He made a wrong take earlier in the match, a game he should have dropped, double whopper it was, but kept his composure, managed to recover, and is fighting hard. Score at the second table, Ivan, is 10-7 to Sergey. Sergey Irokin against Michael Niagu from the United States. 10-7 it is to Sergey. A nice entry number for Dag. Entering and hitting. That's a re-hit. So 7 away, 6 away. We are in the realm of a 7-point match. What to do? I think you play 13-7. I think that hitting on the deuce is too much of a structural concession, especially with white having, you know, a sterile front position. He does hit. I'm not sure about it. It's tempting to make the deuce point and attack on the 5. I'm not sure whether, I think that I prefer this one. Jump out into the outfield. Yeah. But the blot on the 2 points for Dag is like a blister. It looks really ugly. 1-6. I think you hit. I agree. Way too early to cube, Petko. Wow, although this is like one of the best rolls. 2-4. Some irritation, but maybe it was acted by Dag, entering the 2 numbers as if he was ready to drop. And possibly he should. This is, yeah. Question from Patrick Bertrand. Michel, do you play the Gibraltar tournament? No, I decided not to play here, but fully commit to commentating. I find it pleasant. I love to watch sports from a good seat, a VIP seat, and I have a VIP seat here and I'm enjoying watching this match. Alrighty, I hope you guys will forgive me for taking a 5-minute break together with the players. Score is 6 away, 6 away, exciting. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. See you guys.
Creature comforts when we're cold. curling cuddle folds. When the creases cover up our shoulders, enveloped, we almost forget to breathe. Stones laying flower beds, you arranged and rearranged them to fit. It's creative fingers green, like the perfect mother I've ever seen. Creature comforts when we're cold, a cocoon to curling cuddle folds. And when the creases cover up our shoulders, enveloped, we almost forget to breathe.
We are back for the climax of this well-played match. Dag is really standing his ground against Petko. Sixes, great roll, but no cube territory yet. Good play, good play. Wow. Do you clear the mid here or do you... Yeah, I like that. Protecting the race lead in a mutual holding game. Wow. Yep. That's a deuce, but is it 5-2? A double two. 66, 115 for white, 116, 66, 71. Yeah. So Dag is about 20 pips down. Question in the chat about dice on checker. I agree that this afternoon in the Seb versus Mochi match, there was one situation where there was a die on a checker, and it looked like they were going to accept it. So it's a bit unclear. Maybe players have the discretion of deciding amongst themselves whether they will allow die on checker or not. I'm not sure about that. I would have to ask the tournament organization. Yep, so race lead for Petko, but work to do. I think I make the deuce, yes, you have good sixes which make the ace. Yeah, trivial, this deuce in my view. Okay. Okay, so Petko now with a TMP position. Too many points. Brittle. A 6-2 I can see, which is a bad roll for Petko, and there's probably more bad rolls. 5-3, I think, well, I think you just play one to the ace and bring the other one in. Something has to give in White's position. Okay, we're back. Thank you, Terrier, from alerting us to the fact that the microphone had lost its juice. Fours are a fantastic roll. I think you run all the way. Yeah. A dance would be a double drop. 1-3. Yeah. Complicated. There's the cube. Pretty easy take, I think. 6-4. Does this leave a shot? It does. But that's okay. White has no board and a blotting board. Difficult play. I'm not sure whether it is correct to release the 16 point. I think maybe 13-3. This is very bold. I beg to disagree with this play. What? Yeah, tricky. I don't think you can hit this. Way too gammonish. Yeah, better play. So Dag's bold slotting play paid off. Dag not out of the woods yet. Unfortunate roll. Yes. Yes. Definitely worth of consideration and very likely to be correct. A miss. So now Dag has good 6s and 4s. There's the 4, the 3 goes to the ace. Making the 5. Okay. Aces are good. You can make the 5 or move this anchor, well, or move up to 16 point. I think I would make the 5. Yeah, difficult. I think making the 5 wins a bit more gammons at the cost of some game-winning chances. I agree with this play. Yes, good roll. Now lots of blot levers. Yeah, I think this is, well, you have to leave a blot anyway. The question is, where do you leave it? You can play 13 to 6, but you haven't achieved much then, should you survive the hit. Maybe you should just bite the bullet and play 14 to 11, or what is it, 16 to 11. (16-14), giving 2s and 9s. Difficult one, a difficult one. Yeah. Somebody in the chat, Hans Marius, saying that clearing the mid is thematic. I'm not sure. Yeah. Wow. Yep. That's the best play. 5s and 8s, except double 4s. 2-1. What about clearing the 16 once again? I mean, this also leaves, what is it, 12, 14 shots. And red hasn't really achieved much. Aha, fantastic roll. 5-4 and 6-3 are the only ones that hit. Okay, so good hopes for Dag to bring this one home. Okay, do you volunteer the 4 shots here? I'm always very unsure about these. It looks like this is only like postponement of execution, because it looks like you will have to leave the 4 shots anyway on the next roll, barring a joker. So now you have the option of playing 2 checkers from the 6, yes. That's what I would do now. It's hard. Do you volunteer 4 shots in this pay now or pay later situation? 5-4 slots the ace, I think. Petko plays it differently. Okay, 5. Yes, and now there are the 4 shots anyway, 5-3, 6-2. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that looks promising. Fives. Looks like a lost race though. Barring accidents. Wow, 6s. Petko gives up. Wow. So another comeback. I mean, Dag was, what was it, 4 points down at a certain moment. I can remember a 7-4 score. Now he is 14-11 up, 6 away, 3 away score. Plenty of time on the clock. This is the time to heighten your concentration. It's crunch time or money time. A good deuce. Played to the mid. Sixes. Wow, quickly played. I think you need to step up in the back. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure. After the double six by the opponent, what do you want to do? Staying back for contact? Yeah, I agree with the take. Dag is not easily intimidated. Fours are duplicated. Nicely played by Petko. Dag really wants to jump out, and he does. Just survive these. Deuces, aces, that's 12 shots, 5-4 and 6-3. A miss by Petko, wow, a bit frustrating. Yeah, so at least the gammon danger has gone. Wow, 75, 102 for white, 84, 97, 115, 125. So about 22, 23 pips ahead. Yeah, difficult. It's a pay now situation. If Petko survives, he should be able to bring the position home pretty easily. Deuces are duplicated, but yeah. So it looks to me like Petko's clock is not running. The clocks are not running. None of, yeah, the clocks are yeah, the clocks aren't running. Okay. They forgot to activate the clock. Not a big deal, I think. In the meantime, on the other board, Michel Lamote is also fighting for his life. The score is the same as in this match here. It's now 14-11 to Sergei Irokin. So the same scores in both matches. Yeah. White with the timing trouble. 4-6. Playing 2 checkers to the deuce makes a 4-point board with only 1 blot. Playing 13 to 3. Yeah. This play has merit. Yeah, we noticed, Marcel Geist, that the clocks aren't running. They may notice it, but none of the players in time trouble, but at a certain moment I think one of them will notice it. But not a big deal. Ah, see, Petko just noticed. Okay. Yeah.
Basically, you just do like this. It happened again. We'll try again. Because you need to start it first, and now it's running. Good. I don't know who it is.
So apparently they stopped the clock when dice rolled on the floor and forgot to reactivate it. Bad 6s. Wow. Huge opportunity now for Dag if he can pick and pass, but he can't. A bit of a lucky break for Petko. He needs to safety the checker. He's partly there. Needs to survive. A 2-4 or double 2s. There's the 2 and the 3. I guess goes to the 5 points. You want really to maximize your covering chances if you survive this situation. Now if you survive the hit, you only have 4s and 9s to cover. Wow, huge roll, 4s or 1-3 required for Petko. Hugely volatile, he dances. Wow. A 4, it's not there. A second chance for Petko. A second chance. At least Dag has been able to safety the other blot. So gammon danger out of the way. 4 or an ace. 4 is huge. Wow, and there are even some match-winning gammons, maybe, I don't know, 7% or so. A recube maybe. The take point for Petko is 11%. I don't think Petko has it. I think it's a double pass. And Dag can take a roll. 2-6. Yeah, not many gammons here. I mean, what with a 6-4? 6-4 leaves a shot. I think I would cash this. This is tricky. This is tricky. I think the recube now is really mandatory. You have what? 6-5 leaves a shot, double 6, double 5. I agree with the cube. I think I would have cubed it one roll earlier. So a bit of a bad beat for Petko. We are now Crawford, 6 away. Yep, slotting is clear. The gammon is valuable at this Crawford score. Huge roll, huge. Massive advantage now for Dag. Two down. Wow. Fantastic. Very promising position for Dag, 5 and 4. Looks like Petko is on the verge of defeat. What to do here? Can you double slot or should you run? The 2 blots, running looks best with the 3s duplicated. 3-6, not bad. You can hit and make the 4 point. A dance, wow, double 3 would be a huge joker. 3-2. I think you step up to the, really? I think I would step up to the edge of the prime, and that is strange. Wow, if this game were to get to be lost, 6 and 2, I think that Petko missed a checker play there. I think he should have come up to the edge of the prime with the 3 instead of hitting on the 5. Not sure about this, it all went pretty fast. Huge 5 for Dag. I mean, what a relief for the Norwegian. Petko dances, seems still. Dag still on the bar, but big favorite. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's a deuce too many, I think. I think it's a deuce too many. Yeah, you came in from the bar. No. Yeah, from the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dag is right. No, that's 5 deuces.
Okay, sorry.
Petko, you were on the bar. You were hit with the 5. So some controversy there. Yep. Clock is paused.
Okay, so is that legal?
No. The one on the bar has went too far.
Do we need to inform Carsten about this?
It was there.
That Dag is right?
This was on the bar.
Oh,
They made an illegal move. They are discussing what the original position was. And I can confirm that Dag is right. Okay, but they agreed. Okay, they agreed. The spectator helped them out.
very good.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Petko badly needs a 6 here. That's also good, bringing... Okay, yeah. Putting 2 checkers on the bar, 4, 2. 6 is required. 6 would be huge. Ace, and you lift this time, yeah. Huge 5. And the 6 now required. No. 90. Yeah. So white is up in the race. Six. Wow. No direct shot. So this game can still swing either way. But it looks like Petko is double six dependent. He hits. That's a huge roll. 5 and the ace goes there. I think the checker from the 20 point goes probably all the way, although maybe this is okay, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. You take away an attacker should Petko run with a 6. Six, 3. I'm not sure about this play. I think you need to stay back and break the prime. Maybe break the 8 point to squeeze white off his anchor. Not sure though. These plays are tricky. Yeah. RF agrees with me. Break the 8 and go for the squeeze play. $62, $71, $75. 4-2. Yeah. Okay, now Dag will need to attack, even if he leaves the blot. Pick and pass is a fine roll. Very close to winning this match now. Wow. Okay. Okay. Aces. I would take my time. I would take my time. But of course, white's board is completely crunched and harmless. So taking checkers off may well be right. Yeah. That's the best play. Small chances. Yeah, it's over, I think. A great win. A great win for Dag. He was down. He fought hard. Played extremely well in my view. There may have been some errors. Of course, there were errors, but he played well. Stood his ground. Wow, great victory. Dag Ekmark from Norway beating Petko Kostadinov in this third round here in Gibraltar 2020. What a boost this will give to Dag's confidence. Great match. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you very much also to the production team here, Mark and Israel, spending the whole day here in this studio, providing us with great coverage of high-level backgammon in Gibraltar. Thanks again everybody, viewers at home, for watching this, and see you again tomorrow. Sleep well. Bye.